Hi, this is Majnu, and here is another video with some tactical exercises. I've chosen this time for the theme of overloaded pieces and also deflection. Actually, those two themes go hand in hand, because in most situations of an overloaded piece we use deflection to win as well. What is an overloaded piece? Well, an overloaded piece, we say when a piece has too many tasks to perform. It's usually a defensive piece that has to defend two different squares or two different other pieces, and we can deflect it from one of the defenses, so we can then make use of this overloaded situation. Now, if you would like to have a look for yourself to this first example, pause the video, because I'm going to explain what happens here and I'm going to show you the solution. It's white to move. Alright, if we look here, we see that white is attacking g7 with three pieces, right? And black seems to be defending very well with three pieces defending g7. But there is also something else happening here, and that is that the queen on b7 is also preventing the rook from giving checkmate on c8. Just imagine this queen not being here, then we would be able to give checkmate in one or two moves. Well, only the rook can be placed in between, but then we take it and it's checkmate. So we can say that this queen is overloaded. It has two different tasks: defending c8 and helping the defense of g7. So when we see one of the pieces of the opponent, one of the defensive pieces, we see that it has different tasks. We can always ask ourselves, can I make use of this by trying to deflect this piece from one of those defensive tasks? So now we get to the solution of this puzzle. The first move is rook to c8 check. There is only one move that black can play, and thus queen takes c8. So now we have deflected this queen. It's not longer participating in the defense of g7. Now here we need to be creative to find a beautiful combination. Queen takes g7. After rook takes g7, there is rook takes g7 checkmate. So this is the idea of overloading. Now let's go to the second example. Here we are. Have a look for yourself, pause the video and see if you can find a way to win this position. Again, it has to do with overloading. Okay, I'm going to show you the solution now. It's about, actually, we would like very much, there are two, wait, I'm talking a bit confusing now. Again, in this position with white, we have two ways of attacking the black king. One idea would be to give a check on e2, Another idea is to give a check on d5, the rook, right? Unfortunately, this knight is preventing both things. So what do we do in that case? We look at this knight and we say, alright, this knight has two different tasks to perform. So perhaps we can deflect him from one of the two defenses. And then we start calculating. Let's say we calculate bishop to e2 check, knight takes e2, rook to d5 check. Then the king goes to a6, and suddenly we are a bit frustrated because we don't have enough pieces to attack. So what happens then? We simply in our mind return to the position on the board and we do a trick that's so-called the turnaround trick. Well, what is this turnaround trick? Well, very simple. You try the same moves but in a different move order. So you turn the move order around, and then we can see if this works. Okay, this is how tactics are spotted and how tactics are calculated. If it doesn't work one way, try the other way. Just simply another move order. Rook to d5 check first. Now if knight takes rook, we have this check here. Now it looks more promising, because after king to a5 we do have enough attacking pieces. The king is not able to go to a4, not to b5 and not to a6, so a check is enough. Rook to a7 check, and well, it's checkmate in the next move. After rook to a6 and rook takes rook is checkmate. So this is a very practical thing that you can use in your games if you are looking for a tactical way to win and there is one variation that doesn't work. Try to change the move order, the turnaround trick. It works many times. So this is this overloading situation of this knight on f4. Now perhaps you think, what if we give this first check here and the king goes to a6 immediately, so without accepting this sacrifice? Well, in that case we have bishop to c8 check. Again, the king has nowhere to go, so rook to b7 is forced, and then we can simply take this rook, or perhaps there is an even faster win, but this is anyway enough to win the game. So that's this example. Let's go to the next one. Let me see. Yes, this one. One more time. Pause the video if you like and have a look at this position. It's not a very easy one, this one, alright? Perhaps it's easy to find the first move, but after that the exercise continues. Okay, let me explain you what happens here. Well, first of all, the G file is something that we immediately see. That's where white is attacking, and this knight is pinned on g6. That means that we can make a move like rook to e5. Then the queen will not be able to take on f6 because it must also defend e8. So we could say that then after rook to e5 there is a situation of overloading. This queen must stay defending e8, so it cannot take the bishop. The queen can of course go to d7, defends the rook on e8, and then the attack continues. White can take now the rook, and after black retakes, again we see this queen being overloaded. The task of the queen at this point is to defend the back rank. So white plays here d7, opening a diagonal towards b8. So we have the threat of promoting, the threat of taking, and also the fact that this queen must stay on the back rank, because if it takes on d7 we have actually deflected the queen from the defense of the back rank, and now we have queen to b8 check, and it's all over. But I won't stop here, because there is a beautiful combination that I want to show you. If king to h7, do you see it? There we go. Queen h8 check, knight takes h8, rook g7, checkmate. Beautiful. Now what happens if black doesn't take the pawn here? So if black stays in the back rank with queen to f8, for example, there are many ways to win, but perhaps the most simple one is to advance the pawn immediately, promoting here, and then after queen takes, bishop takes, we have so much material that the position is totally won. So this is a bit more complicated example, because we make use of this attack here and the actually moment of deflecting the defender from one of his tasks is the moment we play d7 here. So black must take, and then the back rank attack with this beautiful sacrifice. Alright, I hope you got some more insight in this, how this overloaded pieces idea works, and the way of deflecting a defender. Okay, I'll close the video now, and thanks for watching. I'll see you next time on YouTube. Goodbye.